What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Cyrus Obsidian here at Obsidian Games, here to bring you more Yu-Gi-Oh content. So let us swing right on in. So today we are choosing whether to feel the power of Yugi again, and not Yami Yugi, but Little Yugi, to reprise our Shining Sarcophagus with some changes, or to take a new deck, kinda, released newly in Master Duel, and we did get support for it this year in Ice Barrier. So I have had the deck for a bit, but I've just been a little too scared to play it. So we're going to leave it up to chance. We're going to pull a little coin out of our little coin jar here. And we'll see heads for a little Yugi, tails for Ice Barrier. So let's see what happens. Okay, that didn't work out. Take two. Same deal. All right. I guess we are channeling Little Yugi as I drop it. So let me show you the changes that we made to Shining Sarcophagus, and then let's head to locals to see if we can reprise another top. All right, so most of this list is going to look exactly the same. There are changes, but we're just going to briefly go through. So we got still 3 Gandor Gs with triple gadded trio for consistency, 2 Dark Magician and Magician of Black Magic, 2 Silent Magician, 1 Silent Swordsman, and 1 more Marshmallow. I really couldn't kill myself get over myself to cut it, so we're still keeping it. We are playing for the spells, triple copies of Shining Sarcophagus, triple Future Silence, 2 Turn Silence, 1 Ties That Bind, and then our honorary card sequence of Dark Magic. So we do want to see these as much as possible, the Shining Sarc, Future Silence, in any combination, either one of or something along that nature, just for consistency, so that way we're able to at least set up our Dragoon board pretty consistently. If we're not setting up our Dragoon board, then we're doing something else. Then we follow it with 3 copies of Prod of Prosperity and 3 copies of Super Poly, because Super Poly really is good in the main, since you just play, like, the only extra deck card you really care for is Dragoon, so you can fill it up with tons of Super Poly targets, which we do, and, you know, link climbing if that ever comes up. Next, for our hand traps, we are playing 3 copies of D-Shifter, everyone's love-hate card, 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Valor, 3 copies of Imperm with 1 called by. So we were playing Nib in the main. We decided to go with Shifter, because if we just see Shifter opening, we're always just going to chuck the Shifter, because this deck can play around Shifter no problem. Like, we don't really need a graveyard. Our extra deck, we are still playing the 1 Dragoon, 1 U-Bell, 1 Dragostapilia, 1 Earth Golem Adagnister, 1 Garura, 1 Muddy Mutt, or 1 Mud Dragon. Then we play 1 Typhon, 1 IP, 1 SP, 1 Dark, 1 Lina, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Selene, 1 Axis Code, and 1 Audible Goddess. So again, most of our extra deck is just prosperity fodder. So, like, you really will seldom use this. If you do use it, you know, you're probably trying to go either Dark or Lina. If your opponents use Valor, perfect. And then just go into a Selene and then to an Access Code and just go for game. And then our side deck is where things change up the most. So we decided to, rather than main Nib, we are keeping it in the side because I still think it's a really powerful card. We are playing 1 Bestial Magnamut with 1 Baldrake. Magnamut does a lot for the deck, as I was, like, really looking at it, because it can search you your Gandora G, can search you any of your Bestials, which Baldrake, and then 2 Druis Worms, which we're playing. So you're always having at least 5 targets if you side this full package in. So you're having these 3 and then 2 Gandora Gs if you haven't searched out one already. And then we're still playing some board breakers too. We're playing 3 copies of Book of Eclipse, 2 copies of Triple Tactics Talent, and triple copies of Evenly Matched. So I still think Eclipse is a really good card to play this format. You know, as much as it may be coming to a close or it's gone on long enough, both to be real. Book of Eclipse has been a card that's ebbed and flowed in. I think now it's flowing back. Probably after Banless it might flow out, might still be in. And evenly, that's just a card that I will always die on a hill on. This deck doesn't OTK, so you're okay not having your battle phase. it can put up damage, but it cannot OTK. You would have to go against like a really stacked board for Gandora G to really be able to OTK. But evenly matched will help out with that. So that's why we're playing it. It's also just good against back row rather than playing back row heavy stuff. But this side is always changing. So as you've noticed, this is the third time playing the deck. The side has always changed. I think Talents and Eclipse are probably the only two that have stayed consistent with it. We were debating on Forbidden Droplet, but we cut Forbidden Droplet so we could keep nibbing the side. But let's see if this version can do any better.
Persistence is key. So thankfully we brought Shining Sarcophagus back with a few changes, and we're cooking, kind of. So round one we play against Flu, which y'all know I don't like Flu. I don't like it at all. Game one we do open first, so we're able to establish our board with Dragoon, Silent Magician 0, along with a couple hand traps in hand, so we're able to facilitate the board in that manner and keep it controlled. So we're able to take game one. Game two, he opens up first. We try to crack it with board breakers, baiting out as much as we could, but it just wasn't enough. And then game three, we both break super hard, and we're in anime mode right now. We're just drawing for 4 solid draws. I just drew Gandora, Dark Magician, Gandora, Dark Magician. And then I finally drew into Shining Sarcophagus. My starting hand was Gadget Trio, evenly, 2 Imperm, and Tactics. So we went Gadget, he ashed it. So we went Tactics to take a look at his hand since he had D-shifted. So we only had 3 cards in hand. We spun back his map, and we were just on draw, just waiting to see if we could draw on anything good. I drew into Eclipse, I drew into Gandora, Dark Magician, Gandora, Dark Magician, and then I drew into Shining Sarcophagus. We eclipsed his board, we used Imperms, we used the evenly. So when he was trying to establish a board, we put him on the do you have it? And we were able to take round one. We were able to, right as soon as we got the Shining Sarcophagus, we searched out Trio searched Turn Silence, and then we were special Gandora. I think he had used the continuous spell that he had on board, the normally Robina, and then we went Turn Silence on Gadget Trio to boost Gadget Trio up to negate the Robina, because Turn Silence has that secret effect as long as we got a monster that mentions Shining Sarcophagus and Shining Sarcophagus on the board. So we were able to negate it, and we were able to just swing for major damage with Gandora. So take the win, boys. Feels pretty good. But it's a big locals today, so 4 rounds more.
An unfortunate round 2. It's round 2, we play against Voiceless Voice, and as you can see, there's all the Yugi players right there. And game 1 we opened up, he just had all the hand traps and gas. Sucked. Then game 2, we tried to go first again, and we did not open good. We opened 2 Future Silences, Super Poly, Secrets of Dark Magic, and a Veiler. We go Future Silence, he Dominus Purged. And I was like, well, that sucks. So we set Super Poly and the Future Silence to pass. Should have held on to the Future Silence, but I did it in his draw phase. So dumb. And yeah, he just took the game. You couldn't do jack. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We did side into Bystials though to kind of help, but we never saw them. Which, you know, playing 5. Yeah. Oh well, it's only round 2, so we still got 3, 4, and 5. Dang, time just got called. So round 3 we play against Kashtira, and whew, that was an interesting match. So game 1 he sets up his board, or we go first. We attempt to set up our board, and he just had all the hand trap for it. We did some back and forth though, but he was able to take it. Game 2, we were able to set up our board, played around some funny interactions. We had Eclipse, so we were able to dodge the effect negation of Imperm for our Gandora, able to still banish, get some stuff, set up Dragoon, and we were cooking. Game 3, he goes first. It was all over from there. We had like the worst hand. We had Turn Silence, Gadget Trio, some other cards in my hand that I don't remember that were helpful.
and we ended up taking it down. Big sad. But learned a lot. Shining Sarcophagus is not immune to everything, right? Backer removal, Fender being a removal as well. That sucked. But we learn, and that's the key, right? You play, you're persistent, you learn. So that's the one thing that I was hoping to take in today, was learning experiences, learning how to play this deck a little bit more effectively and what it's not good against, how I can prepare for that, or if even there isn't any preparing for that, then just play smarter. And if that doesn't work, then you just enjoy your losses. So still got 2 more rounds to go, and we'll see what happens. Already another round done. Round 4 we play against Co-Talker, and we're familiar with this deck because we've played it before. Game 1 we opened up first. We were able to establish a decent board with hand traps and super poly, so we were able to just control it and just take the game. Game 2, he went first, he set 2 past. To my bewilderment, it was Torrential Tribute and Magic Cylinder. So we got down to about 1,000 life points because he like Monster Reborn, cleared my board, right, and then stole my Dark Magician and swung at me with Dark Magician and another monster. I was fine, I was chilling. I had Shining Sarcophagus. So I was gonna just search out Gandor, pay half my life points anyways, and just clear the board and take the W. That's exactly what we did. So we're 2-2 right now, with 1 round left. And it looks like there is still 10 minutes left in time, and everyone but my table is still playing. So we'll see. I'm liking the deck. Again, persistent, consistent playing. The more you play it, the more you learn. The more decks you play against, the more you're going to learn about certain matchups and things, and that's exactly what we're here to do. Maybe we'll stick with the deck for a while just to see and give you guys a better report on it, so that way if you're wanting to pick up this deck, post ban list, because we know a ban list is coming. It is pretty good, I will admit. The deck is good, it has its issues, yes, but nothing that can't be worked around. So let's wait till the next round and see what happens. Also, cute little Stitch. Dang it, so close. So we didn't end up going 5 rounds, we went 4. Apparently they announced it not knowing what Konami rules were, because new guy running it, so. But anyways, so we placed 9th outside of top 8. So unfortunate, we didn't get pricing. So we ended up 2-2, so not too bad, not too bad. Deck's great, I love it. I think if there was another way to play like another set of Prosperity in the deck, that would be good, but it is what it is. So that's it for this local diaries, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see me continually play Shining Sarcophagus, just to see how we can learn together as a community playing the deck. If not, I'll pass it over to you.